What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Modern Entrepreneur. My name is Holden, and in this video I will be teaching you guys how to sell your eBay items fast and how you can get the best price for these items. I've personally been selling on eBay for over 4 years now, and I've picked up a lot of tips and secrets that would have been very helpful to know when I started selling eBay products. I'm sharing these strategies with you because as of right now, there's almost 30 million active eBay sellers on the site. But lucky for you, there's also 183 million monthly users on the site that are looking for products that they want to buy. With this in mind, you need to stand out in some way from the rest of the pack, because more likely than not, you will be selling an item that someone else already has a listing for on eBay. However, you should not be discouraged, because by the end of this video, you will become an eBay selling pro. And make sure you stick around until the end, because I have a little extra bonus tip which I have used to sell a lot of my listings on eBay. Okay, so the first strategy to selling your eBay listings fast is all about optimizing your listing. eBay runs on an algorithm which scans your listing for keywords, and so it knows when to have your listing pop up when people search a certain set of words. With this knowledge, it is very important to include as many of those keywords on your post. The most important spot to include them is in your title. You want to fill this title space with as many characters as possible. I almost always max out my title length because I know it will have a better chance of popping up on the eBay search. In this title, you want to include a very brief description of what your item is. Make sure to include any sizes, coloring, and if you have space, include a model number, because some people will just search a model number into eBay instead of describing the product. And if you have that model number in your title, you are likely one of the first listings to pop up. This same idea of keywords also goes into your post description. You want to fill this with as many descriptive keywords as possible. You do not want to just put a few sentences in there, because the algorithm will not like that, as it will not understand what your product really is. Instead, make sure you include your title in your description, and then from there, describe your product in as much detail as possible. Even include the random details that you don't think buyers will care about, because quite frankly, they might not, but the eBay algorithm might. And so it is only to your benefit to fill this post description with as many keywords as possible. If you want to go above and beyond, you can even put your photos in your description as well, so there's even more content for the buyers to look at and process. You need to realize that these buyers are buying from someone who they don't know if they are able to trust. They could be buying products off of Amazon or Walmart or other big name corporations, but instead they're on eBay buying from you because you have a very specific item. However, with that, you need to portray trust and reliability with your account and your listings. People do not want to buy a listing if it looks shady in the slightest, because they are scared that they will get scammed. So instead, be very attentive to your description and make sure you encourage the buyers to send you offers or to ask you questions about the product. This will create a better connection between you and the buyers, and so they will have more trust in buying your product. Another extra tip for your post description is to actually promote your other listings on that description. An example of this is by saying, if you enjoy this product, make sure you look at the other listings on our store, because we will be happy to combine items and save you on shipping costs. This is a win-win, because the buyer will receive the items faster as they are shipped together, and you will be clearing out your inventory much quicker, as this will be free advertising for your other listings. Now that we have covered the SEO basics for eBay, we can get into how to sell your item. So there are two main ways that you can sell your item on eBay. You can either put it up for a buy it now price, or you can sell it on an auction. Now personally, I have found that both of these methods have different pros and cons. The auction setting will allow your products to sell much quicker than if you just put up a buy it now price. However, you will often receive less money from an auction than if you waited for that buyer who is willing to pay that buy it now price. So what I personally do is have all my items at a buy it now price, but include a best offer option so that buyers can still send me offers and I can negotiate with them. This way, I'm still looking for that premium buyer to pay at that high price, but if it's been sitting there for a while and someone sends me a decent offer, maybe I'll counter with a bit higher and we can find a middle point and get a deal done. I recommend having a best offer option on all of your buy it now listings, because you never really know if the buyer would just buy that product if it was $5 cheaper if you do not have this option. So make sure to turn that on when you're creating your listing. Another tip for buy it now listings is by starting your product at a very high price, one that you will not expect anyone to pay for. But a few minutes after you publish your listing, go back into the listing and knock that price down by a substantial margin. This could be anywhere from 20 to 50%. Then when people click on your listing, they will see that your price got reduced drastically, and they will feel like they were getting a better deal, even though they're paying the price that you were originally wanting for that item. This is a little psychological trick to sell your eBay items faster, and you need to know that selling on eBay is a lot about psychology. The whole bidding system and having your product stand out is all about what appeals to buyers and what they feel like they can trust. A perfect example of this is when you sell items using an auction feature. This feature is very beneficial for those who are looking to clear out their inventory faster and cannot afford to hold on to a product as long. And don't worry, you can still get a great price from auctions, but I actually recommend starting your auctions at a very low price instead of a mid-range price. This may sound counterintuitive, but it has been shown that if you start an auction at a lower price, you will get more variety of people bidding on your item. And this is where the endowment effect comes into play. The endowment effect is a psychological process where people tend to overvalue the items that they already possess. And while these bidders do not own your item already, they are already visualizing what they would do if they own that item. So this simple method of bidding on an item already tricks the buyer's brain into wanting that item and picturing having that item. And with that, they will overvalue what it's actually worth and will keep bidding to try to secure this product. In my experience, I've had many listings that I have started on an auction at a low price actually end up selling at a higher price than my original buy it now asking price. This is because many buyers get excited when bidding on an item and really just get caught up in the bidding process, just trying to outbid their competition and don't actually look at what the product is worth. If they really want the product, they will keep bidding to try to secure the item at all costs. Another trick to clearing out your inventory fast and getting sales on eBay is by offering free shipping. Personally, I have free shipping on every single one of my products, as I have found that people really do not like to pay an extra fee to have the item delivered to them. They would rather pay a higher price with free shipping than a lower price but also have to pay shipping. So make sure you include free shipping on all of your products, even if it means you have to bump up your initial asking price by a little bit. Because trust me, you will see more sales in this way. I know you all clicked on this video to learn how to sell your eBay items fast, but with the strategies I am telling you of including all these keywords and all this description, you may think that actually uploading this product to eBay is going to take a ton of time. And that may be true if you were starting a listing from scratch. However, I can't even remember the last time I started a listing from scratch. Instead, I search for the item that I am selling and find an item that has sold or is active that is very similar or exactly the same as my product. Then I will scroll down and click sell one like this. That way it will copy all that original data onto your listing, and then you can edit this info so it better corresponds with your item. But you should note that the person that you just used this data from is your competition because they are selling the exact same product. So do not stop there. Make sure you one-up your competition and add even more description and even more keywords and maybe a little bit better title, and then you will stand out from them who are already doing a good job at optimizing their search engine results. This will save you a ton of time, and I highly recommend that you only sell items like this. Do not start listings from scratch, as you will waste a ton of time and get very frustrated by the long process that it takes. Before we get into my secret tip for selling items on eBay, make sure you smash that like button because it lets me know if I'm providing valuable content that is helpful for you guys. And also, make sure to drop a comment when you started selling on eBay. I'm really curious to know when all of you started selling items on eBay and really how far your store has progressed throughout the years or months or maybe even days if you're a brand new seller. I'm just very curious to see what my audience is doing and how long they've been using this platform. Now, shout out to you guys for not clicking off of this video before this last tip because it really helps me rank better on the YouTube SEO if people are watching through my video. So if you're still watching, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'm gonna reward you with my secret bonus tip that I've sold a lot of items with. Now, when you're selling something on eBay, many people are just targeted around one item. However, that is what everyone is doing. You need to stand out in some way. And with that, I like to include a little extra item of value inside my listings. For example, I've sold many baseball bats throughout my years on eBay, and I have found that if I sell my bat by itself, I can get a decent price, but if I include a batting grip alongside that bat in the listing, I can receive a much higher price for that item. A price that's substantially higher, in fact. They'll actually cover my cost of buying that extra grip tape and provide some extra profit on top of that. People love to think that they're getting a good deal by providing a little extra value onto the listing. So this could be implemented with almost any type of listing. So for example, if you're selling shoes, you could include a separate set of laces, brand new laces, along with the shoes, and I guarantee you those shoes will sell a lot faster than your competition who is not including those bonus set of laces. People love to see that they're getting a free item when buying a product because it feels like they are getting a good deal for the price that they are paying. Another example of my personal experience is from reselling Supreme. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I've been reselling Supreme for years and have made a lot of money doing it. However, when I list my items, I do not list them just by themselves. I actually include a free bonus sticker alongside that order. Now, when I get these Supreme items shipped to me, the stickers come free in the mail with that package. So I'm not paying any extra money to acquire these stickers. However, just by adding those free stickers onto the listing, I can ask a price that is $5 to $10 above my competition and still get sales because people feel like they're getting a deal by receiving that free item. This strategy can be used for pretty much any item you're selling on eBay, and the only thing I couldn't think of a good example for is clothes. It will be tough to provide a little extra incentive when you're just selling an item that's really just a standalone piece. However, you can always bundle your items on different listings and see if that works better for you. I have found that bundling items actually results in more sales, but I think it really depends on what category of goods you're selling on, so you should experiment for yourself. I really hope you found something of value in this video, and now you know how to sell eBay listings fast and get the best price for them. If you have found value in this video, make sure you click that subscribe box because I'll be posting many more videos about how to make money online and resell goods using eBay. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.